Booyah! Hello, good evening, good evening. Hopefully you can hear that background music and it's kind of floating with my voice okay. Welcome to the live stream tonight, everybody. All one of you who watch. Anyway, I don't do it for the audience, I do it because I love it. Let's get started. Alright, so I guess all I gotta say is bullet point tonight, Tales of Valhalla, stop motion, adventure, currently in production of Season 3. We're going through animation dailies tonight, and that's it. This is a pre-recorded live stream because my internet stinks. And I'm Ryan. Let's go. So, yes, pre-recorded. It means only half an hour runtime, and I'm thinking like in these next last week I did animation dailies like I'm doing tonight, and I'll probably be doing that in the next few weeks as well, because it's just one huge area scene that I'm working on, which will take weeks to do. So I'm thinking, excuse me, I shorten these down a little bit and just not release episode after episode of almost practically the same thing. I mean, there'll be different animation shots, but it will be the same thing. I might just lump like 2 or 3 live streams into one big episode on my YouTube pages, just so there's less clutter, and it's kind of combined. I'm thinking about doing that possibly. We'll see. But anyway, all right. So without further ado, and it's funny how the weeks just keep on being crazy, that to try and keep me from animating as less as possible. I mean, last week it was winter weather. This week is the power is out in a portion of our house, and we have electricians coming in through the house and trying to figure out how to fix it because the wiring is strange, and that's taking up half the week for that and less time for me to animate it. But anyway, either way, still got animation dailies here. So, and this looks okay. Still a little bit of camera shake with this one, just because it's a wider shot and I'm moving. When I move about when animating, the whole set moves about when animating, because the floor is not entirely stable in the room that I'm animating in. But yeah, anyway, it looks okay for a wide shot. I just wanted to see one thing. Hold on a second. Okay, on the side, and then he talks a little bit and backs up. Okay. Just wanted to see, and then they move forward. Alright. Okay, so a lot of people there in that shot. Could be spoilerific. Okay. Alright. So that's not what I want. We need to find the right file. We go to Season 3. Stop motion video. Episode 8, Scene 5, and then Shot 4. Okay, and now we render. And this might take a few minutes. We'll see. Yeah, a couple minutes. But while that is rendering, I can show you a shot that was working before, which is a kind of beginning of the shot that we're rendering. I just split them up, see? Just getting started, and you notice there's a little camera shake there. So what I'll try to do, because I like this shot, I'm gonna try and do like image stabilization, see if we can kind of smooth that out. That looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Okay. Let me try and fit this in the screen too so y'all can see it better. Let's see, there's Sergeant Drake Alexander, Kurok, and Ever Scarcarver. If you're familiar with the Heroescape miniature universe, and that's what I was trying to accomplish, was to have figures moving throughout, make it look like this is kind of like a maze of ice. And then we have the rest of the gang here. And I think it's here yeah, okay. That finished rendering, so we can now delete and move on to the next thing. Let's see here, okay, shot 4, so now shot 5. And now we focused on wide shots, now we are going to start going in a little bit more to medium and then close-ups, because that's how we roll. See, a little closer, different angle. So that way, just in case if I can't fix up, you know, the wide shots, I can always cut to these shots for a smoother transition here. Whoop, I don't see that. Correct, kind of moves like kind of, whoop. Okay, I guess it's fine. Not bad, not bad. They're talking. Alright, so let's render this. Alright, it's only going to take a few seconds to render, but let me just go back to this a second. And it was like, okay, that's Kelda talking. And really all I'm looking for is like, I mean, of course the camera shake, which we see a good amount of it in this shot. But also, if the lighting changes at all, like there, it kind of shades a little bit there. And there's any hairs or anything. And the good news is I don't see any hairs, so that's always good, because the hairs you can't really fix too much. I mean, you can, there are ways to handle it, but it's just better if they aren't there. Alright, so got that shot rendered. Now let's move on to the next shot. Shot 6. And same shot position, just different characters. Like I said, I mean, I warned you all that this particular scene area is going to take a long time to get through, and it will. But once it's done, oh, it's going to be a good feeling. I mean, it won't be all complete with animating, but a good chunk of it will be. Okay, good, good, good. I think that's pretty darn smooth. Wait, I'll go back. Yep. Pretty darn smooth. Alright, shot 6. And It's only a matter of a few seconds until this is done, so we'll just give it its time while I take a drink. Hold on. It's actually kind of late recording this, so you tired. Alright. There we are. Next, so shot 7. And this looks like this is Evar Scar Carver. Alright, so 13 seconds, so this shouldn't take too long to, and nice little good close-up. So what is needed? So I just want to see how, alright, good. Alright, rendering. It's just a matter of seconds before this shot is done, complete, all that wonderful stuff. Alright. So hopefully next week, when we go through animation dailies, I'll be a little bit more ahead than I am right now. Okay. Then another shot, basically the same position, except you see Sergeant Drake Alexander's right beside him. So it happens a little bit further in time. So hence why I'm doing it as a separate shot. But just basically I'm talking, because you need those talking movement shots, otherwise, excuse me, it's more difficult to cut. Always have your close-ups. So I'd say if you're animating, and it doesn't matter if you're animating these or other things, or filmmaking in general, wide shots are good, but always get your close-ups, so that way if you need to cut to save you when editing, it is always a good thing. Alright, let's render this. Again, just a handful of seconds to finish this render. I'm just looking at it, looking at this image through here. Pretty nice look there. All right, let's see. All right, nice focus. All right, now shot 9, and this is, I think we're focusing in on Kelda a little bit. Getting some close-ups in this angle, this position. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, her shadow's kind of there, as you can see. But what I might do is, when it comes to the actual edit, I might zoom in more on her face. And, you won't even see Sergeant Drake Alexander, at least not too much of him. But yeah, that shadow crossing, that could be a problem in the future. You see the shadow crossing, but not a huge thing. There are ways to fix that. Again, only another handful of seconds to render this. There, done. Okay, and one more shot to render, and then we can take a look at them a little more closely, but just browsing, they all look pretty darn good. Alright. See, we got Karak here. Our Karak close up. Yeah, this might take a little bit longer too, because he had a speech in this shot, so of course Karak is a villain who likes to talk quite a bit. See, I just want to see, and then there's a nice little zoop pivot there to Henderson. Off. Okay, not bad. Alright, let's render it. Alright, let's just take about a minute to render. Let's see what we got. Okay. We got about 5-6 minutes before we begin to shut down this live stream, so we've got some time to take a look at these shots. Okay, just a handful of seconds more. Alright, let's remove that. And let's move on to this. Okay, so we're inspecting this shot. Now let's go to the next one, which is basically the same thing. Just want to see if there's any camera shake here. I don't think there is. I think this one out pretty good. Okay, there's a little bit of light flicker there. Right there. But that's easy to fix, just, you know, change to a close-up or whatever of Henderson. Needed. Not bad, not bad. Okay, hold on. There. Alright. Let's go to this next shot. Yeah, shadows casted on the ground there. I mean, but it's still, it's not horrible. Not bad. Just checking to make sure there's no hairs or anything in these close-ups, because that's one thing that'll destroy a close-up if there's like a huge hair. But looks pretty good. Oh, wait a minute, there's a little bit of shake in there, but not horrible. Okay, don't see any hair, just that little bit of shadow there. And honestly, I can just zoom in more on Kelda and then totally keep that out. So, not a big deal. Nice shot. Nice shot. Then there's Karak. Again, just looking for any hairs. There's a little bit of camera shake, but it's not horrible. Then just a quick pivot to Henderson. Henderson's looking good. Great. Alright, so cool. So that is the shots for tonight. Here, let me take it to... I'll do this one. Okay. There. I'll just leave it at that. Alright. So, and our time's practically up, so that's fine. We will call it a night then. So, for those of you who are watching this on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, whether I'm compiling a bunch of these, all just rendering animation episodes together, or film day episodes together or not, there will be an edited down version of what is a 30-minute live stream, or about a 30-minute live stream, or a couple of 30-minute live streams combined together, and you can see those episodes, or the ones with that has these episodes, in our Connection Productions YouTube page at its full capacity, nothing edited out, and you can see it in the link in the description below, or something should appear on the screen somewhere in front of you. And so thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that wonderful things to show your support of Tales of Valhalla, and just can't wait to release this later on this year. So with that, thank you all for watching the live stream tonight, and we'll see you guys next week when we do more of these. Yes. All right. Later. Have a good night.